Would you like to have your query letter critiqued, but you don't want to pay to have that happen? It can be done for free, but it will be public out here on all my socials. My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing. Information on how to submit will be at the end of the video, but please remember there is a real life person, and so nobody is going to tell them to just self-publish. That's not how any of this works, and we're all going to be constructive, not destructive in the comments section. Let's jump. I am seeking representation for dreams, love, and everything in between. A 69,898 word contemporary romance with elements of suspense. You do not have to be that specific with a word count. You can call this 70,000 words. That's fine. Now, dreams, love, and everything in between sounds really sweet, but elements of suspense sounds like maybe it's not so sweet. We might have a little bit of a mismatch there. Let's wait and see. Yasmin Adiyemi, a Nigerian student with prestigious scholarship, arrives in South Korea to pursue her dreams at Youngsung University. But her life takes an unexpected turn when she finds herself caught in a love triangle with a brooding literary agent and a charming yet infuriating athlete. Her words. That's a cute turn of phrase. However, I do want to bring your attention to finds herself. That means that she didn't do anything to put herself in that situation, that she has no agency, she has no autonomy, she doesn't make any of her own decisions. That means that she just like stumbled into love with two different people at the same time, and she is not in charge of her own story. I want you to yank that phrase out. And this goes for everybody. Everybody who has this phrase in their query letter, yank it out. It will immediately force you to say what your character did or does or wants or wanted. It will make your character feel much more proactive. It will make them feel much more in control of their own story, and your query letter will instantly look better. As international students begin to disappear, Yasmin is thrust into a chilling mystery, forcing her to confront, and again, forcing her. She doesn't have any autonomy. She doesn't have any control over her own life or her own story or her own destiny. And I bet that's not true. I bet that she feels compelled, that she wants to do this because of something. There's a reason that she's the person that you chose as your protagonist. And it's not because she's just like, tripping all over herself and falling into these situations that everybody else is creating around her. She is making decisions. Tell us what those are. Forcing her to confront betrayal, dangerous secrets, and her own tangled emotions. That is a suspense novel. Please be specific. In a city where ambition and love collide with fear and survival, Yasmin must navigate not only her complicated relationships, but also the shadows of a growing threat that could destroy everything she has built in a place she now calls home. Great. Let's see if we have answered those 5 questions. Who is our main character? That is Yasmin. What is it that she wants? Solve a mystery that isn't really her responsibility to solve, I guess. Let's go ahead and say that. But you said that this was a contemporary romance, which means the thing that she wants is to fall in love forever. That is the central core story if you are selling this as romantic suspense. Romantic suspense is a romance genre. And you have even specified contemporary romance with elements of suspense, meaning the suspense is secondary. This plot is all about the suspense. So either you have written a thriller with a strong romantic subplot, or you have pitched this story incorrectly. So if we are selling romance, Yasmin, what is it that she wants? To fall in love forever and be happy about it. What is she willing to do to get it? Literally nothing. She found herself in a love triangle and then ignores it immediately. What is standing in her way? Nothing. She's already in it. She's already got a relationship. What happens if she fails? She can't. She's already in love. She's in a relationship. She's in a love triangle. She fell into it. It already happened. It's over. The story's been done. If, however, we look at this as a suspense novel with a strong romantic subplot, what is it that she wants to solve this disappearance that is not hers to solve? What is she willing to do to get it? That is unclear. She's going to confront some hard feelings, which doesn't seem like how you solve a disappearance. What is standing in her way? Those hard feelings, which also does not seem like that is how we solve a disappearance. Yeah, we have some like the city is dangerous and there's a shadow of something growing somewhere. There's a threat to who, to why, I'm not sure. And then what happens if she fails? General dangerness is lurking. So we have, this is totally and completely unclear. If you are selling contemporary romance, you have described a thriller, sort of. If you want to sell this as suspense, we are missing stakes, we are missing specificity. A lot of people at the query stage are worried about spoiling too much. And while the query letter is not meant to spoil the entire novel, We do need some specifics that do something other than just describe what a general suspense novel is. We're going to confront difficult emotions while there is a threat looming. That's a lot of stories, and I am willing to bet just any amount of money that your story is way more interesting than that. That your story has a lot more going on, and there are specifics. There are difficult things. There's a reason why she's caught in this love triangle. The fact that it's like a athlete and a literary agent never plays into any of this story down here. Like that doesn't get kind of brought back around in any sort of meaningful way. So we are definitely like we're missing the stakes. We don't have what is at stake for this character. I don't know what she wants. I don't know why her story is any different. I don't know why hers is any more interesting. And in fact, you have specifically told me twice that hers is not interesting because she doesn't make any decisions about her own life. If you would like to submit, you can find the information how to do so in my bio. It is like a query critique submission button in the link tree. If you do not want to do this publicly, I do have an editing business and I have changed up the way that I am handling query critiques and query edits. And so the line on that got a lot shorter. But if you do not want to pay that price and wait for that line, I do have a course that teaches you this entire process start to finish. It's about 3.5 hours worth of content. You can find it on TikTok underneath the series button, or you can find it over on Patreon underneath the collections tab, I think is where you can find it over there. It's $30, which is about the same price as an add-on workshop at a writing conference. But you don't have to travel. You don't have to pay for the rest of the conference. You can just do this one workshop on your own schedule and at your own leisure.